Man, hi guys, man. Welcome back to another episode of Resiliency Cam podcast, man. We got PJ the jeweler in the building tonight, man.
Yo, yo,
How we
yo.
feeling, brother?
Feeling good, man. Thanks for having me, Pop. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
thankful that you, man, took the time to, come and, sit down with me, bro. Very thankful, bro. So,
Absolutely, bro.
for
You know
sure,
we like
man.
family, bro.
For real, bro. For real. You already know what it is, so that's real. And then, PJ, man, before we get started, man, I just want to say congratulations too, man, on your 2-year, your business, man. It was your birthday, business. You want to explain
Business
that to people,
birthday,
right?
yeah,
Business
yeah.
birthday to people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
03, 08, 19, you know what I'm saying? So yesterday we hit 2 years and it was a good feeling, just to finally have something put together that I stuck to. I done had different business ventures, and so just to have something that I finally can look back and be like, we got some history. Yeah, felt good.
man, that's real, bro. And I like what you posted too with the with your business birthday. Like you talked about how when you first started, how you had to invest and like you didn't get your first sale for like a whole year, and then like, just the progress, like, you know what I mean? Like where it's at now, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? But talk about that, bro, because that's the thing that people don't get. Like when you start a business, bro, like, I remember my homie Don was on here and he was like, you're gonna be in the red for a minute when you first started, like spending, you know what I'm saying, before you really start seeing that income, bro. Talk to me about that process, because I know it wasn't easy.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you brought that up. What's crazy is I started not to post that because I knew we was having this whole setup. So I'm like, man, I ain't want to like let people know that part. I wanted them to be a little bit more wild when they heard the information. Like, wow, like take that loan, they really get it cracking. Like, because you got to think. When I say I ain't make no first sale, like, my family, they was supporting me in the sense like, okay, let me buy something, let me get this and that. But it's family, you know what I'm saying? So you down
Right.
there, you gonna get what you paid for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not
Get it
getting no
back. Right.
profit.
Yeah, really.
So they say when you starting a business, don't look for no profit for the first year. Like the first year is just gonna be getting established, trying to get your name up and all of that. And so I did try to do that. And I made sure I was pushing my business as much as possible, promoting, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm at barbershops, I'm at clubs, I'm salons, you name it. Like I'm literally anywhere that I know people, it's heavy foot traffic, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's real.
But yeah, so on the post I put that I ain't make my first sale for about, 5 months. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
5 months. I said a year, right? 5.
yeah, it was 5 months. It was 5 months. But I mean, like, you could really call it 9 because I didn't get into customs until about like I want to say about September of 2019. And like I said, I started in March. So um, between the time I had initially started my business, um, it really wasn't like, nobody like eager to mess with nobody else. Cause they got to think about things like, oh, is your diamonds real? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Dude gonna scam me and stuff like that. Then I'm a brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah. So right. They think you hustler.
Yeah, they think you hustler. You gonna try to get whatever for $1. So being a brother in the jewelry industry, it's a heavy thing, bro, because they not used to seeing us. They used to,
That's real.
spending dollars on jewels when it's like, either Middle Eastern or,
Right.
Asian, so on and so forth. So
Man, that's real, bro. And, like, I feel like, it's good that you kept going, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I heard you mention you did, you know, many business adventures, but, this is one that you actually stuck with, you know what I mean? Because, it can be discouraging, bro, you know what I mean? Like, even with this podcast, and I'm like, I put more money in than I made so far, but like,
absolutely.
like they say, invest in yourself, you know what I mean? It always, pay off. And then like you say, like you go into all these businesses where it was foot traffic. So when you was going to promote, like what was you doing? Like was you bringing flyers? Like what was you doing when you came into them shops?
Yeah, man. So like, if you see me out and about, you usually gonna see me in my tracksuits. You know what I'm saying? Like, or t-shirts, whatever it may be. I'm gonna have flyers, business cards, all of that stuff, and that's what I would encourage any young hustler trying to do his thing, like to do, because you always want to give something to the people to remember you by. You know what I'm
True.
saying? It's just like you, Pop. Like you got that character about yourself. You got that you just got that poise about you that's gonna make people like attracted to you. So
Right.
when you
That's
get
real.
something to them to hold on to, you know what I'm saying, and make them be like, oh, okay, I remember that guy. That's what he was doing. This was, you know what I'm saying, and to give them something to follow. So yeah, I walked up in there. I had my business cards. I usually used to have a banner and stuff like that. I even hang outside the car for a little bit, and I just sit outside the car handing out cards. What's up? You know what I'm saying? PJ the Jeweler, check me out. And you gotta go through that ugly stage. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you trying to grow dreads, you gotta go through that ugly stage of the hair. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through that ugly stage where everybody's gonna be kind of laughing at you, thinking you silly, like what you got going on.
Right. Thinking it's a joke.
Yeah.
That's-
But it's this line, man. This line that inspired me by Nipsey. Nipsey said, it's this song called Go Long. Nipsey said, without a sign that exists, I made my mind this was it.
Come on. If you ain't a real nigga, you get the
You hear me?
go long.
So that's what really kept me pushing, bro. Like, I heard that and I was like, that's a fact. Like,
that's real.
there wasn't no sign, there wasn't no nothing. It wasn't like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got a family who came from, you know, jewelry, came from money, did this, that, and the other. I just was like, you know what? If I do it and I'm a failure, I'm still gonna stick to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
I don't care if I had one customer. I was gonna be like, I'm PJ the jeweler. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
that's real.
It was something that I made my mind up about.
That's real. And I hear a lot of people like, you know, talk about just failing too. Cause like you mentioned, like even if you would have failed, like, but I feel like that's a part of the journey. You feel me? Like that's the only way to, you know, sometimes really grow, you know? But let me ask, bro, like through all the business adventures that you started, why stick with jewelry? Like what made you like jewelry? This is it, man.
Man, honestly, I always been the innovative type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do something different. You know, if I seen a situation or industry where people was doing it this way, right. I said, what are they missing? Like, how can I, you know what I'm saying, bridge the gap, or how can I be, you know, that next, you know, step of elevation to what's going on? Like, right. I used to be in the clothing and I was trying to reinvent the tank top. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, everybody do these two straps. Like, what can I do? Like, I tried to do like one of them like Goku type vests. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I want to do something different. I want people to be like, oh, what's that? What's going on there? So, you know, I'm originally from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in AZ, originally from Detroit. So, you know, we the city of the shine. So we like to look good. We like to flash and all of that stuff. So,
and not to cut you off, but you know, even when I did my you know, interview with 2 Live, you know, he had on. He said, I got the buffs. He said, this Detroit. He said, put on the buffs. The bitches go fuck. Like, just shout out to 2 Live, man. But he do. But like he was saying, y'all the city of the shine, man. So
yeah, absolutely, man. That's what it is. Like in Detroit, you got to be fly. You got to have something going on with yourself. They're not gonna let you carry yourself in. You ain't fly. You ain't gotta. You know, even if you broke. You can spend your last couple dollars on something nice. You got to be stepping.
Right, that's real. That's real. And then, man, talk about that culture, man. What do you think like the biggest difference is, bro? From, you know, Detroit to Arizona.
Well, shit. You know, nowadays, man, I can't cuss on here, right?
No, you can. You can't cuss, bro. I be cussing and all that.
Yeah, man. No, for real, man. Nowadays, everybody from the East Coast, the Midwest, they really migrating out to the AZ. They really migrating out to the West Coast. So it's really starting to be a whole lot of that culture. Like when I hear a lot of people say, oh, you know what I'm saying? Arizona don't have no culture. To me, Arizona has plenty of culture.
It do. That's why people come.
Arizona's a melting pot of culture.
Come on.
But what I feel Arizona's probably missing is structure. You know what I'm saying? You got all of these people with platforms and they not, you know, stretching the olive branch to say, okay, come on, you know, come get some money with us. Come, let us elevate you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got promoters out here and promoters promoting themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect on the promoters. I, you know, fuck with a whole lot of promoters out here.
Right, but you just telling, hey, you hitting it on the nail, bro. What you talking about?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to Detroit, it's plenty of artists, it's plenty of individuals out there who can get a bag. You know what I'm saying? They can come to the show and them promoters or the club, they're going to give them a bag to pull up to the show. It ain't too many people out in Arizona that's going to get a bag for going to the show. I don't care what you got going on.
That's
you know
real.
What I'm saying? Because there ain't no structure. There ain't nobody. We got all of this culture here, but ain't nobody getting together and saying, hey, let's do this. Let's push this young man and get him where he need to be because he can elevate the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole crab in the bucket effect out here.
It is, bro. Can't see somebody doing better. My dad used to always tell me, he like the homies be like the crab in the buckets. Like, and, you know, for those who might not understand that, you know, if you ever seen crabs in the bucket, you know, you always see that crab about to get out and get to the top. And then, you know, what the mother crabs do.
Come here.
What you thought? Where you thought you was going. So, you know, bro, that's real. And then, you know, man, let me ask you, bro, before I, you know, jump to that question, actually, I want to ask, man, what do you think's been like, you know, from where you started to where you at now, your biggest improvement as far as with the jewelry making? Cause I'm sure you know, got way better progress, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, man. That's a good question, bro. You know, me like, um, to go back to elevating others, you know what I'm saying? I got an
right,
artist, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homeboy Duke Savvy. He be making, you know what I'm saying, my sketches because
right. That's what's up.
I'm like the Beethoven of the jury game, bro. Like I can't draw. You feel what I'm saying? So the idea be all in my head, but he
Right,
knows how to, you know, just synchronize what ideas are in my head and be able to like print that onto the sketchboard. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And so I feel like what's made that's a big bridge that's closed that gap there that um being able to have these ideas and being able to just you know go to the machine shop and say okay, you know, put these diamonds here, put that there. I'm
right,
able to like really have somebody to work with that can be like okay, let's, you know, collage these ideas and make it a final piece. um Other than that, I would say, you know, my relationships. I've been networking, you know what I'm saying? I got people who got better quality diamonds, you know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
And
real.
better pricing and things like that.
So, you know, going about like the better diamonds and the better pricing, you know, because you're gonna get there. What do you think's gonna help you get there, and what's gonna separate you to put you, you know, what's gonna put you at the top of the jewelry game? Like, is that your goal to be at the top? Like,
I mean, yeah, of course, bro. You know what I'm saying? My ultimate goal is I want to be a business mogul, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to
true,
be a Diddy. I want to be a Jay. Like, I got plenty of other avenues I got my eyes set on, but like, yeah,
right,
this is gonna be the one that this is the driver that's gonna push me to that next, you know, level. But I would say, as far as what my goals are, as far as being at the top of the jury game, bro, um, I want to be like a record label owner. You know what I'm saying? I want to have
true,
other jewelers underneath me and
right,
have them doing their thing too. You know what I'm saying? Make it. I want to change the game of jewelry.
right,
I don't want it to just be okay. I'm right here. I'm trying to sell you some ice and stuff like that. I want to have a team of jewelers who like, okay, we can do this. We can get you right, and maybe a part of the culture can kind of understand a little bit more about what's going on behind the scenes with jewelry
right,
because a lot of people can be kind of ignorant to a lot of the, you know, facts about diamonds, facts about gold, and you know, just other pieces of jewelry. So
right.
yeah.
Man, that's real, bro. And then, man, like, let me ask you, bro, because like, you know, one thing I'm catching about you, P, and like just from meeting you, bro, I can just tell like you was, you know, a different type of person. You was special, bro. Like you just know, like when God, like when you meet somebody, I could just tell you was just a special person. Like, let me ask you this, bro. Like, what do you think like put you in that position to like, or like what made you want to, you know, help others? Because I feel like that's very rare. Like you talked about, like we don't have a platform out in Arizona. Like it's so much culture, but we don't have that where, you know, let me put you on type. Like, man, wow, bro. Like, you know, what made you like that? Because like I said, I feel like it's very rare, bro. You feel me? And like you got to get to that space. Because like I feel like I always wasn't like that. To like God, I feel like humbled me and showed me like, okay, this life ain't about me. Like I got to help others and things like that. So, you know, where did that come from you?
Um, Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's a good question, bro. I appreciate that, by the way. But
Yep.
um, I don't know if I could simply answer that one, bro. Like I have to say, I look at my daughter. You know, I got a 5-year-old,
Right.
and she'd just do some things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had recently injured my wrist, and you know, I was with my daughter, and she just randomly come up to me and was like, "Hey, daddy," you know what I'm saying? Like, how's your wrist doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Right.
she was like, "Hey," you know, she started rubbing on it. She was like, "I'm gonna take care of you, daddy." You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm gonna make sure
real.
you're okay. And so that just made me think, like, you know, she didn't get no advance on that. Like, she didn't get no type of nothing. There was no reward. She just did that because that was in her heart.
That's
And
real.
so that's how I feel. Like, you know, for me, I just feel like I really can't explain it. Like, nothing really, you know, I didn't really necessarily have an epiphany that made me start really trying to
Right.
do things for other people. I just always been like that. Like since I was
That's
little, you
real.
know what I'm saying? If I, you know, went and got a snack, I'd be like, let me get another one because my
Eh,
sisters and them want one. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it was, bro.
Man, that's real right there, P. And then like PJ, man, you talk about like, you know, other business avenues, like, you know, like being a record, you know, being a record label owner, also too having your, PJ the jeweler sweatsuits, like, even with the clothing, like, are you gonna make clothing for your, your customers as well to, eventually be able to buy from you, or,
Yeah, of course, man. I'm gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been actually asked about that a lot lately. Like when I'm seeing, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me get one. I was out in Atlanta and I ran into one of my cousins. You know what I'm saying? He a Clark. So he
Right.
was like, he was like, let me get one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need one of them large. I'm like, shit, this is a large. What you mean? Like I wear a
Right.
large. He was like, well, shit, all you got to do is go change, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm definitely trying to do something for my customer. That's not a focus of mine right now.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's a priority. For me, I really did it because I just felt better, like, you know what I'm saying, promoting my brand. And, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out there and I'm wearing something, it just, the name, the name, the brand, everything behind it just means something to me. So
Right.
when I'm throwing it on, I kind of feel empowered. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah, it's like, I got some shit now, you know what I'm saying? I got some Gucci, I got, all of that little shit, but I feel better when I got my brand on. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
I remember getting ready one time and I was just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I need to find an outfit. Like, I'm trying to put something together. And I just looked at, you know what I'm saying, my tracksuit. I'm like, man, I'm going out in this mug. Like, this is me. Like, they like, oh, you know what I'm saying? What's that? And I get it popped the conversation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
That's real. And then, man, you was in Atlanta for the All-Star weekend, man. How was that, bro? You know what I'm saying? I just watched the Instagram story. That was my excitement, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, how was Atlanta?
I mean, Atlanta's Atlanta, man.
Right.
It's the Black Hollywood.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? And when you there, and I think All Star Weekend really brought that into full effect. Like it really brought that 3D for me. Like, cause I used to live in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
was in the army, so I was stationed out in Georgia. You know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
for about a year, and it just hit completely different. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
Right.
I'm older now, and seeing all of those people, like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I jump off the plane. And,
Mm-hmm.
like I say, I talk to my guy and I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Come school me, bro. I'm in town. He like, word? Like, yeah, bro, I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, how long is it gonna take you? He like, shit, I'm about an hour from the airport. I'm like, okay, yeah, shit. I don't know about that one, bro. Let me go ahead and hit this lift up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I punch in the lift. My hotel 24 minutes away. They want $180.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, 180. You know what I'm saying? For the 24. I'm a hustler, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come on. I ain't giving out
Yeah.
nothing that easy. Come on.
Yeah. I ain't
Okay.
one of
How
them.
much money I can do? Not
I
that, though.
I
Come
ain't
on.
one of them over wealthy motherfuckers.
Come.
I can't just do something just off the flex. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So
That's real.
before you know it, you know what I'm saying? I started looking up private drivers and I ended up finding me a private driver and he showed me a little bit of love. So that's what I had to do the whole time I was out there. You know what I'm saying? And like
Right.
motherfuckers was looking at my Instagram like, oh, he on some extra celebrity shit. But
Right.
like
But,
I had to do that. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It
That's
ended up
real.
being more cost effective to really get around like that. But no, it was cool, man. It's always love. Southern hospitality and ATL
Come
is
on.
real, bro. Like,
Can't beat it, bro.
the ladies, you know what I'm saying? They hey baby, excuse me,
Right.
you know what I'm
Good
saying?
morning.
Yeah, you
All
walk
that. You know
because
what
I'm
I'm
the
saying?
type of person like if I walk by somebody, anybody, especially brothers, I'm gonna speak.
I'm going to speak.
I'm like,
Right.
what's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? Much love, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, but you gonna get that same return in Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Sometimes when
real.
I walk by a cat and I might speak to him, he be caught off guard. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Like shook that you even spoke to him,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
Like,
and he may want to conversate. He may want to, you know what I'm saying,
that's
give
what he
it a
really
greeting.
wanted to. Right.
But he's so unused to that being like
Come
that's not the
on.
norm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it really catch him off guard. Like,
It,
oh, what up? Okay, you know what I'm saying?
it do, bro. And like, I get that all the time. Like, people be like, man, Trey, you too, like, everybody I meet, they be like, you're not from Arizona. Where you from? Your manners, you just too nice of a person. I'm like, cause bro, it's really different. My family, them Southern roots. You feel me? Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yes, what?
Hey,
Like,
that's facts.
it's real, bro. It's deep, bro. You feel me?
You
So
still can't convince me you from Arizona, bro.
come
You know
on,
what
bro.
I'm saying?
Everybody I meet be like, nah, you're not from here, bro. Like, I'm
Nah,
talking about
like
everywhere I go, bro. It's crazy. But, bro, why do you think that is, though, bro? Like, because I feel like it's, deeper too, though, bro. With the whole, the not speaking thing too, bro. Like, I feel like that's how, we was brought up too. Like, not necessarily saying we was brought up like, not to show love and things. Because like I say, I feel like, and I say it all the time, I feel like black people are some of the most loving people. That's just me. But like I say, bro, it'd be a lot of people not wanting to speak. You know what I mean? A lot of people mugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I always catch them off guard. I just be like, bro, shoes nice. You know what I'm saying? Just break the ice and just, you know what I mean? Catch him, bro. Like, why do you think that is, though, bro? Like, the culture's so different, bro, to why, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, one, keep doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be you.
Right,
But I would say it go back to the I was talking about before, bro. The structure. It's a
right,
lack of structure. So from the beginning, if you scoot back probably, 10, 15 years before it really started, jumping in Arizona as far as everybody coming from the Midwest
right.
and the East Coast, um, you had a whole lot of distance. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It was all farmland and things like that. So, and it's hot as hell out here in Arizona. So a lot of folks stay in the house. Like
Right.
you're gonna be in the crib. You're not really used to running into people like that.
That's
You
real.
go back to Detroit, you walk down the block, somebody's sitting on the porch. It's 8 niggas sitting in front of the stove. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Right.
you gonna have to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
then
real.
public transportation is utilized a lot more in those areas. You know what I'm saying? Whereas out here, we end up moving to the west side, like out there, Goodyear Avenue area.
Right.
Public transportation don't even stretch to every neighborhood out there. Sometimes you got to walk a couple miles to like really go get, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it's more common out here to have cars and like really be isolated. And that just became kind of part of the Arizona culture, the Arizona way.
Right.
And I think that also helped develop that whole, because Arizona Hollywood too, you know.
For a fact. That's why I
Yeah.
say all we missing is a beach. That's it.
Arizona.
And we'd be Cali, like I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I mean, like even just the personalities, even just the personas, like
Come
people
on.
had that Hollywood
It
personality. Like,
is.
I'm good. I could do this by myself. I don't want to associate with nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm better than the next person or whatever the case. So
Right.
it's just a lack of structure in the culture, bro. And once they I humbly believe that we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna break past all of that.
I believe so too,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? I believe it's coming. I believe the more, cultures start to really press and really, sink their teeth in on what we got going on here, it's gonna change.
Come on. And I feel like, I feel like where it's starting, with people like us having that mindset of, okay, this is how we gonna do it. Boom, I'm gonna come, put people on, show off their platform so other people can see this. It's love. Look, we both, it's enough room for both of us. You feel me? We can
Absolutely.
we can eat, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where the change gonna really start. But like you say, that's why I say it's very rare people like you, like me, you know what I'm saying, who you know what I'm saying, want to put others on too as well, bro. You feel me? But like I say, I feel like, we own the great things and that's gonna be like that real, that culture. Just I'm telling you, a few years we're gonna be looking back on this. Like, you remember we was talking about this, bro? Like for real. And man, P, let me ask you, bro. Like, man, what keep you motivated, bro?
Man, I would have to say my daughter. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she didn't kept me motivated day by day. She didn't save my life 100 times, you know what I'm saying?
That's
And
real.
and ultimately, bro, like I just take it day by day. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
motivate
real.
myself every day and I just get up and you know, I give myself affirmations and I give myself, a goal. And, what I like to do at the beginning of my mornings, because I get up early, you know what I'm saying? I like to write an agenda.
Right.
And what keeps me motivated is checking blocks off that agenda.
That's
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
That's real right there. And that gotta, how important is that, just setting goals every day, bro? You feel me? Because I feel like that's real. You feel me? Like they always tell you, write your goal down, write your goals down. You feel me? And I'm like, that's so real. Like you gotta really see it every day. You feel me? Because I'm like, I write my notes down in my notebook. I'm like, just looking at them every day, just make it that much more realer. You feel me? Like, okay, I really gotta set out and accomplish that as well. You know what I'm saying? So, talk about, how important that is, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying? Just
mean,
I'm like,
a man without a plan, without direction is a man planning to fail, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be living to die if you don't have something to live for every day. So
mm,
if I can't write down in my notebook or my journal, a set of goals, I feel like I failed. Like I feel like something didn't happen that day. I just wasted time in my day. And until you've been in a situation that presses you to actually cherish time, you will continue to let time just float by.
it's
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Like me, time is very, very precious to me. You know what I'm
It's real.
saying? Like, it may take being in the military or being locked up or just being in a certain situation where you overcome. Maybe that be a sickness, or maybe that be, a bad relationship, or just a bad situation. When you make it out of that, you just be like, dang, you look back like all of that lost time. I wish I had, done something else. And that makes you,
Use
really
your time.
embrace your time more. Yeah.
That's real, bro. Time, bro. Like I tell people, that's like and I say it over and over. I feel like I say it on every episode, but like it's so real. Like your time, like who you give your time to, like what you give your mind to, like just everything, bro. Like time, it can really affect you, bro. So that's why I'm really cautious. You know what I'm saying with time, bro. And like
Yeah.
that's why I say, like, if I'm hanging out with somebody, it's productive. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like, whether we going to work out, you feel me? Like, we not just hanging to hang out. Like,
Facts.
I don't got no more time in my life just to be hanging to hang out.
It's the most valuable currency there is, bro.
For real, bro.
Straight up.
Man, that's real. And then, man, let me ask you too, bro, because with the attention, the business growing, bro, how do you remain humble? Because I feel like a lot of people, get sidetracked. Sometimes people get, their head get big, for you, how do you remain humble?
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, like I've been in other situations where I was successful. Like, obviously this industry, I'm getting a lot more popularity.
Gotcha.
But I've been in situations where I've been successful, financially, or just, hitting milestones that other people hadn't got to.
Right.
And I've also been in situations where I've lost everything. You know what I'm
True.
saying? So I remain humble to the fact that I know I can lose it all.
True.
So I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I just feel like, I lose sight of, you know, how far I've come. I don't lose sight of what God's given me, and who's been in my corner and things like that. Like, I'm 27 now, so a lot of things are a lot more clear to me, and I don't lose sight of that. I don't take none of those things for granted no more.
As it says in the Bible, as quickly as he give it, he can take it. You feel me? And like, that's why I'm
Facts.
like, man, just remaining humble. You feel me? Like God say, it's best to be with the lowly in spirit. You feel me? Like, and when I say that, like I say, when I say lowly in spirit, that don't mean like confidence, right? He wants your confidence high, but like he say, because they say pride come before destruction. You feel me? So you gotta really, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro. Yeah.
Just
Pride definitely come before destruction, man. You could use that same analogy in relationships. You know what I'm saying? A lot of relationships are destructed from pride.
For real.
It could be as simple, I'm sorry. I don't even really want to argue right now. You
Come
know what
on.
I'm saying? I'm good. I love you. Mwah, let's go to sleep. It's over. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
your pride had you take it to the next level.
Man, that's real, bro. And man, P, like we was just talking off camera, man. I'm just gonna jump into it before we get back to the jewelry, man, and the business and stuff, man. We was talking about, these women nowadays, man. How the game did change, man. So ladies, man, we talking about y'all, bro. P, let me ask you, bro, like, man, what's the biggest difference? You feel me? From like how it was back then to the women now, bro? Cause I feel like they a whole different beast now, bro.
Biggest difference? We're gonna go there, man. I mean, the biggest difference, I don't know if it's a huge difference, bro. I'm a big believer that it's always been like that. It's just that, the wool is off the eyes now.
Come on.
They like, hey, we outside with it. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B doing it.
Right.
The City Girls doing it. They talking about it. Megan Good talking about it. Like, we outside. Like,
right.
So I think it's just they don't feel compelled to be as covert as they were back in our day. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
real.
You got to think our parents came from, they were raised by the silent generation, which is our grandparents. Right. And so now, we got the internet raising the new generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to break it up into percentages, I would say the internet got 30%. The streets got another 30.
That's real.
And then, some of it is just gonna come off of, mere personality. I do feel like some people are just born how they born. Like, whether it's genetic or, I don't know, it was dropped on their head, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? Something happened, traumatic experience, that played the other, 20%. And then, I say, we got the rest as far as parents. So we got to do our part to make that really hold value.
I feel what you're saying too. Like, they don't have to be, as open, but I listen to, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and things like that. And I'm like, in all reality though, like, I feel like they hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's, hurt because like to me, I feel like every woman want to be led. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this, like the culture, like, the feminism, and I'm all for that, women's rights and things like that. But like, it's gotten such to a point where like, women like, I don't need no man. I don't need no, I can do this on my own, which like that is true. But like too, like, come on, when you lay your head on that pillow that night, like you want somebody next to you feel me? Like,
I mean, just think about everybody that we just named. They all in relationships. You know
that's
what I'm
real.
saying? So everything you said right there just was validated just off of that alone.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But I would say, as you said, they definitely want to be, you know what I'm saying, they want a companion. Because, we all grow up with these visions that are kind of instilled in us by society, by our parents and all of those things. And no matter how far you try to pull away from those things, it's been programmed into you. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
Like they say up until the age of 7, you know what I'm saying, you're in a theta stage.
Right.
And so the theta stage is when you're being programmed. You know what I'm saying? So when you being programmed and you learning these things and you consuming all of these different things and all of this information,
right,
that's gonna stick with you. And for women, a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, I say this as a father and I also say this just witnessing, my 6 sisters, I got multiple siblings. My 6 sisters growing up, they want to be princesses. They want to have that fairy tale type of lifestyle. So although they may be speaking out, like that's what women do. You know what I'm saying?
That's
women
real.
are smarter than men. So
I say it all the time.
So they don't necessarily want to take the back seat because imagine being the smartest cat in class. And you got all these cats and they just over here, they answering these questions, they doing this and that. Some of them getting it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Some of them not necessarily keeping up the speed. And you just know you got all of this knowledge or, you're going to want to speak out. And so a lot of them wanting to do that, they wanting to be like, hey, y'all been silencing us. Y'all been making us feel, belittled and all of those things. But we here to let you know all of that stuff that y'all doing, we more than capable of doing that too. We just have our own.
Better at it.
Yeah.
Better at it. Better at everything. I heard this saying, man, and like, it's so true. It's like, I see the post, like, it was like, man, like, you always see you always call a dog, women, call dudes dogs and stuff. They like you seen a dog, fucking before, like having sex, but like, you never caught a cat. And I'm like, bro, that's so true. I'm like, cats have kittens. I ain't never seen a cat have sex, bro. Like, you feel me? Going back to that women, like, man, they just so much clever. They so much smarter. Like, I tell the homies all the time, women been smarter than us since, growing up. Like you say, like, better handwriting. I said, who wrote the best? Who was the smartest? Straight A's. It was the girls. You feel me? Like you say, they are smarter than us, bro. That's why being in my relationship class, like my teacher was just, talking game. Like he was saying, like, women better at cheating. They better at doing everything than us. And that's real.
Because they hardwired to be more intentional about things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if...
Hey, that's real. So much attention behind that shit.
Imagine if men were hardwired to be intentional about everything we do. You know how many wars would be fucked up? You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, hey, man, go over there. You know what I'm saying? 300 of y'all go over there and slice they motherfucking throat off. Hold on, man. I don't know about that. Because if I go and cut him, he might come and do this and do that to me.
Right.
No, they got to go over there charge. You know what I'm saying? They got to go over there on some odd shit. So that's just how we hardwired. Like, we going to go grab the lion and bring him back to the house. You know what I'm saying? They got to have the mindset. They got to have the capacity to be able to, 1, care for the kids, you know what I'm saying? 2, care for us. And 3, you know what I'm saying, keep and maintain the household and everything else that they got going on. So I think a lot in this new generation, a lot of women are breaking from that because they feel like they got something to prove. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They feel like, oh, well.
See, but like with that something to prove, I feel like it go back to those intentions though. You feel me? Like to me, I feel like you should feel like you don't got nothing to prove. You feel me? Like that's just me. But like I feel like they be right. Like I don't like such. I want to prove I don't need no man. I don't need this to like. You feel me? Like now you just, you know what I'm saying? Like once again, because like going back to the Megan Thee Stallion thing, like you said, all these people we spoke on, they're in relationships, and like you know what that made me think of is like I seen a post a long time ago. Our rapper, I forgot who it was, and they was like, how is it that rappers is telling your kids fuck college and don't go, but they telling their kids to go to college. You feel me? And that's why I say, and that's what I was talking about with the internet. Like, it's all off of how you use stuff. You feel me? Like, I tell people I use the internet to promote, to sell my business. Like, I'm not really on there to see what somebody really doing. I don't really be like, I go through people's stories, don't get me wrong, but I really just be like, clicking. Like, I'm just on there to just, and like, once again, like, I feel like, how the music, you feel me? Like, whatever, I listen to the music just like everybody else. I love the music, but like, I don't let the music influence me. You feel me? Like I say, because you see the internet, they talking about a relationship, and this and that. Like you said, they in a relationship, like giving us that false narrative. Like you talked about your sisters even wanting that to be a princess love, like, and they forget like this ain't Beauty and the Beast. You feel me? Like life is real. You feel me? Like I feel like people get tricked. They see these movies. They see how perfect it is. They think love's supposed to be that way. They think, you know what I mean? They see these princess movies and things like this is all things that we seen since growing up. So we get this twisted thing of what love is really supposed to be like. You know what I'm saying? So just speaking to that whole internet thing, like this, that false narrative and stuff.
Man,
so.
I hate the internet, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Come
bro.
on.
Like, if anybody know me for real, they know I ain't had social media for real, but like 2 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I started promoting my business is when I started really messing with social media. Like, if you go on my Instagram, my oldest picture, I think I might have posted one in like 2018, but my oldest pictures really started in 2019, bro. Like, I was on Snapchat. I had a little bit of presence on Snapchat here and there. I used to like to, you know what I'm saying, just do little small clips here and there, but I was never nobody who like just allowed social media to really like have a presence in my life, because it just never leads to any road. Like none of the roads lead to anything good. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, in my mind, the internet is for women. I believe the internet is the women's network. I believe the internet is the way for women to, regardless of whatever we believe it to be or whatever you may use it for. You know what I'm saying? Because I use it for the same things, promoting my business and such. So, but I believe it's the women's network. They have that ability to, because it ain't never worked out well for a man to use social media. Not ever. I ain't talking about business. You make your money there, I make my money there. I'm talking about it ain't never really, nothing good came for mankind. We have not elevated since social media has come about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If anybody know me, they know I don't fuck with social media. The reason being is because I try to distance myself from any type of drama, bro. Like,
that's real.
If you know me, you know I don't have no drama in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could say in the last week it's been a little shaky, you know what I'm saying, with some other things and just dealing with the stress of the business and customers and stuff like that. Sometimes it can get overwhelming, but for real, I don't allow any drama to, have real estate in my life. And the reason being is because I really sank my teeth in on the thought a long time ago that you control all of the things in your life. I started really taking accountability for things that was going on.
Accountability.
And so when you really start to look at that, you say, okay, what can I isolate? What can I, remove from what's going on in my life? You know what I'm saying? If this isn't making me happy, if I can't wake up every day and smile, if I got to wake up every day and be like, oh, I don't have enough, or I want this, or, I'm not happy with this, or I'm not comfortable with this, then that's going to continuously put you in a dark space. You know what I'm saying? And coming from somebody who, dealt with depression, like, that's important to me.
It is, bro. And, it's so crazy, because, I was just talking to a friend, and they were telling me how they were, depressed, and, like, I'm like, I understand that, like, we all go through our ups and downs, but I'm like, the biggest thing to get up out of that is, like, you gotta, because I hear some of the situations they talk about, and I'm like, that's on you, kind of. Like, you got to take that accountability, bro. You got to take that initiative. Like, even if you are depressed, like, you got to realize, like you say, if it's not making me happy, what it is, okay, boom, and now let me fix that. You feel me? I feel like a lot of people, that's why I said accountability, like, a lot of people lack that. You feel me? And, like, that's just, like, the crazy thing, because I'm like, I always hear people gossiping about the next person and what they doing and this and that, but, or, this person did me wrong, but I always be like, well, what'd you do? Like, hold yourself accountable too. But Absolutely. I'm like, so many people lack that.
If you can't blame yourself in every single situation, then you missing a critical tool that's going to help you elevate in life, period. Like, once I got to the point, saying, my pops taught me that. Like, he was just like, he was like, man, like, every situation that you that you find yourself in, if you can't find out what you did to get yourself there, then
Right.
you're not gonna learn from that situation. You know
That's
what I'm
real.
saying? You doomed to repeat it, because at the end of the day, anything that you can think of that even if somebody else did something, you could be like, man, you know what? I shouldn't have been there, or I shouldn't have
I shouldn't
allowed
have.
those people to even play with me like
Come
that.
on,
Like,
I should have
you know
given
what
the
I'm
time of day.
saying?
Like,
You know what I'm
come
saying? So
on.
you got to find a way to blame yourself. Like, I look for ways to take accountability in a lot of situations. I be
Come
like,
on.
man, you know what? I shouldn't have did that, or I shouldn't have said that. And that's why a lot of times it's easier for me to be able to recognize that, raise my hand and be like, you know what? I was wrong. I did this or whatever. And I can gracefully move on past the situation,
Right.
because, I've learned how to accept certain flaws or certain, bad actions,
Right.
and be able to learn how to, you know, move forward and know what I'm going to do next time, or know what not to do next time. So it's a lot easier when you do that. Once you start getting in the rhythm of doing that,
Right.
it don't become as hard. Like, initially, it's hard to take accountability, because you
Right.
always used to being like, oh, well, that person shouldn't have did that. It don't matter if I did it this and that way. They ain't have to do this and do that, and it wouldn't have caused me to do that. But you always responsible for your actions. I don't care.
That's real.
If you get up and, you know what I'm saying, you say this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying, I had the ability to be like, all right, cool, pop, I'm gone. Or I got the ability to be like, okay, let's get physical, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then, Muzz going to jail or some more stuff.
Right.
And I could blame it on you, like, well, he ain't have to say that to me. But ultimately, my next action was all, a part of what I decided to do, period.
It's real.
And that's why, if, you know what I'm saying, you get up, you slap shit out of me, I get up, slap shit out of you, we both going to jail.
Right.
They don't care. It ain't gonna be no, oh, he attacked you and nothing like that, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you start beating the nigga ass and
Right.
self-defense, right? But I'm talking about, you get up and I retaliate like that, the eyes of the law don't believe in retaliation, because they believe solely in accountability, they believe solely in, okay, you had the opportunity to make a choice at this point. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
real.
made a decision,
You
and this
made
was
that.
your decision.
That's real. That's like that split second. Like, that's real, bro.
Yeah.
And I like what you said. Like, they don't look at it as a retaliation. They look at it as accountability. Because a lot of situations, though, you look at them, you be like, no, that was self-defense. Like, that was just, you know what I'm saying? Versus like, no, they they like, no, you should have walked away. What? My mama said eye for eye. You know what I'm saying?
Especially in those situations where you feel like something happened to somebody's family, and they didn't went back over there and got them together, and then, it's repercussions behind that. Because
Right.
everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. Like, I would have did the same thing. Like, that
Come
makes sense.
on, right, that makes
He had
sense.
to go do that. Like,
Right.
y'all wasn't going to do nothing. Y'all was going to give him a fine, give him a ticket, give him, a couple days in jail or something like that. Like, that ain't what needed to happen there. He needed to go get his ass whooped. But,
Come on.
and I'm not saying I agree with that, because I don't
Right.
agree with jail at all, but 90% of it anyway.
Right.
But I'm saying, just that type of, that theory of holding accountability on both sides,
Have you ever had a customer like pay for a piece and, not like it? And if so, like, what'd you do about that?
I mean, yeah, bro, it happens. And I would say that goes back to what you said. How did I elevate, and what do I feel is improved over time?
Right.
Yeah, I believe that's another thing, is just, my business structure and how I go about, negating, certain aspects that are, not productive to, good business practices and things like that. And so one of those things is that I didn't necessarily have a set process in place.
Right.
And so things would kind of get left out, because you can't assume every customer knows about jewelry. As I was saying before, like, people can be ignorant to certain facts.
Right.
So I had a customer, to answer your question, we went on and on talking about this custom piece. And the whole time, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be, solid, woo.
Right.
This customer was under the impression that they was going to have diamonds in their piece. We never spoke about no diamonds.
Never even mentioned it.
But because my name is Clark's Diamonds, which, now I mainly do, diamond pieces. But
Right.
at the time, you know what I'm saying, I was doing whatever. I wanted to get in the door. So I'm doing, little ankle bracelets, this, that, and the other. Like,
Right.
so they was like, okay, cool. It's gonna be solid. Solid gold, no diamonds.
Right.
I get done, I send them a picture of the piece. They was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, okay, I'm getting ready to ship this out. I'll ship it out. It was like, hey, why my piece ain't got no diamonds? Waited till it got all the way to them. I'm like, we never spoke about diamonds.
Right.
No, when I initially, hit you up, I wanted a diamond piece or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I told you the diamond price is gonna be this much. I told you I can offer you a solid piece at this price. It was like, oh no, that wasn't what I was expecting. That, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, you know what you want to do? Like, I can give you a refund. You send a piece back, whatever. They ended up keeping it and everything ended up being smooth. You know what I'm saying? I actually, did business with them on other pieces and whatnot. But
Okay.
it was just like, now I've changed the structure to where, one, I'm using things like CADs, computer aided designs where they can actually see the,
Right.
product digitally before they confirm, and then from
Right.
there
Like
we
say
move
it's a
on to the
go.
next
Right.
step.
Right.
And then obviously invoicing. That's a big thing that my young business owners, my brothers, got to really pay attention to is them invoices, because you got to have your policies, you got to have all of the descriptions, the paperwork documented so that y'all come to an agreement, because that's a contractual agreement when you sign an invoice.
Right.
So I encourage everybody to make sure they, doing their due diligence and getting that taken care of, getting squared away.
That's real. That's real. And then you spoke on, the invoices, for business, man. What's some other advice, you would give to business owners, that's helped you?
Plan, bro. Always have a plan. Plan day to day, long term, short term. You gotta have a plan, because if you don't, then you doomed to fail. And another thing is going back to that nip line. Like, you gotta plant your feet, bro. You gotta say, okay, this is what I'm doing. Some people be all over the place.
True.
Some people don't stay focused on a mission. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to, you know, cancel some other things out in your life. You can't hit the club every weekend. You can't do this, you can't do that, and still try to, really focus on your business. Sometimes, like me, I didn't club for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? Nobody seen me out in 2018. For real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody seen me out in, majority of 2019. Like, I really sat down and was like, okay, this is what I got to do. They gonna see me out once I get this all, squared away and taken care of. So you just gotta plant your feet, bro, and really get to a point where you say, okay, this is it, and I'm gonna give it my all. Like, you gotta give it a go.
That's real.
You don't want to turn 30, turn 40, and it be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Every day I was living my life like time was running out, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to devote this much time to this one thing because I didn't know. But
Right.
had you just made up your mind and gave it that cool year, that cool 2 years, you might have been, 2,000 miles ahead.
That's real. And then, man, I just got a few more questions for you, P. I want to know, bro, man, where'd that hustle come from, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where'd you get your hustle from, bro? Cause I know, like, for me, like, it was definitely, watching the OGs, you know what I'm saying? Like, seeing how they hustle, you know what I'm saying? Learning from them, you know what I mean? Cause, learning from my dad, you feel me? Cause he got the blueprint, like my dad always told me, like, you learn two ways, like, either from going through it, you know what I'm saying? Or learning from somebody who's been through it, you feel me? So that's why I always try to, just learn
That's
from
a
them and
fact
just,
right there.
just gaining the hustle, whether it was spending better, like, just things like that. Where do you think your hustle came from?
That's a fact, bro. I mean, Pops was on the right track for sure. I mean, for me, my hustle came from a mixture of different things, man. Like, I would say for sure my mom's.
Right.
My mom's a doctor. She didn't, been to school, did all of these, different certificate programs and things like that, and kept elevating. My pops, he lived that alternative lifestyle, and
Right.
he still got his, and you know what I'm saying. So seeing both aspects and seeing both sides of that really made me like, okay, whatever it is, I gotta do it. Like, whatever it is,
Right.
I gotta drive. And so, before, the jewelry, before, trying the record label and things like that, I lived that alternative lifestyle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I just always was kind of on it, always about my money, always trying to get it. And so that just kind of transpired into what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? I wake up every day and, I'm not standing on the corner or nothing like that, but I'm living like that. Like I get up
Right.
and I reach out to customers, hey, what's going on? What's up? Can I interest you in a couple of these? Let me show you this and that. And, I keep that same hustle going. I make sure, because I feel off if I'm not hustling. Like if I'm
Right.
not out there like presenting the product to somebody, like, prospecting, you know, um, and I'll answer that second question a little bit better with this too. That's something else I would like to tell the young business owners. Like, don't lose sight of pushing your business. Like, everybody's
Come
trying
on.
to get to a point where they want everybody to be coming and knocking on their door. Boy, that may not happen for a long time.
That's real.
It's gonna happen sooner for others than it may for you, but or vice versa. But at the end of the day, prospecting is the key point of business.
That's
Like,
real.
and the idea behind prospecting is you want to convert potential customers to actual customers. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about how many other people doing this and doing that.
That's real.
Stop worrying about competition and things like that. Man, it's almost 8 billion people in the world.
Come on.
It's 7 billion people in the world. So for me, I don't look at things like, okay, I got competition over here. I got Johnny Dang. I got, Eliante or something like that. Like, no, I got 7 billion necks, bro. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
That's, 56 billion fingers that I need to ice out. You know what I'm saying? That's 14 billion earlobes. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm looking at the bigger picture. You get what I'm saying?
That's
so,
real. Man, I like what you said, bro, because, that's how I stay focused. Like, not like Nip say, like, just, man, like, just, staying in your own lane. You feel me? Like, I feel like, and that's what I was talking about, like, accountability, too. Like, even just going back to, like I say, people always pointing out what somebody else doing, but not, knowing what they doing. And it's like, even, I always hear people, like I say, talking down on what other people doing, but you don't even know what you're doing with your life. You feel me? Like,
Bro.
versus like worry about you. You feel
Absolutely,
me? Like,
bro. I mean, look, the world hated Kanye, bro. The world hated Kanye. Like, crossed him out after that Taylor Swift thing, after the, Make America Great thing, Great Again thing. That whole thing, they crossed him out. You know what I'm saying? And growing up, Kanye was one of my favorite artists. So
Right.
even though a lot of things that I looked at, I was kind of like, okay, well, what buddy got going on? One thing about him is he stayed in his own little zone. And I'm not saying I necessarily approve of everything that he
Right.
had going on, but you could take something from that because he really stayed in his own zone and he popped up a billionaire. Under our noses, we was like, oh, like, what dude got going? Oh, what? A billion? Oh, okay.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that just showed, like, he was tunnel vision.
and too, bro, like you say, like taking something from it. Like what I took from it is, bro, ain't care what nobody said. Like he said, he want to do the church, do the Yeezys. You feel me? Like you said, just became a billionaire by just like you say, just staying in his own lane. Like everybody like Kanye tripping. And like I think that's crazy. Like when you changing, everybody always be like, he tripping, he changing, he don't want to come hang no more. He don't want to do that. Like Kanye, like, no, I got it this whole time. So
And he might still be tripping.
No, he might still be. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
But the theory of what he was doing was,
It's like,
I'm in my own lane.
and that gave me a whole new outlook too, because I'm like, because like like you say, it's some people who just born how they born. You feel me? So you might have that. You know that homie, you can't take no, he gonna trip. But like, that's just who he is, though. And don't care.
Hey, Yeezy was the first cat to come out and speak against the president. We ain't never seen nobody do that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember back in Hurricane Katrina, you know what I'm saying? He stood up there and was like, George Bush don't care about black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was
remember
the first
that.
one to do that. Like, so he really like that. He really cut like that.
No,
he gonna
is.
do what he do, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of people can kind of take something from that. Like,
No, that's real. That's why I said I
just-
like that. Like what you said. Like, no, that's real. Like just staying in your own lane, bro. Man. And then P, man, bro, you had read a meme, man, off a camera, bro. It was what was it again, bro? It was about the gossip, bro.
it say jealousy will have you gossiping about somebody you're supposed to be learning from.
Man, that one right there, like when he read that, I'm like, man, that's so deep though. You feel me? Cause it's true, bro. You feel me? I always felt like, you know what I'm saying, when people be, you know what I'm saying, gossiping and, you know, things like that, bro. First off, like you say, like you worried about me. Like, you know, we was even just talking about, you know, off camera about a whole different situation, but it's like you worried about me. So it's like really, I think I like this bar by Drake. He was like, if you listen to me, you really could have learned something from me. You know, he was talking about a shawty, like, you know, if you listen to me, you could have learned something. But it's like, it's so real. Like, people be gossiping and hating versus like you really supposed to be learning. And just going back to a post, bro, like I was just talking to you about just that one, like, it was like you be fighting with people that God sent to be on your team, bro. You feel me? And I feel like that's how a lot of people miss their blessings, bro, their opportunity. Like,
And you know what? A lot of times people just don't know if they gonna be capable of having a space in your life. So a lot of people just they get comfortable with being, you know what I'm saying, neglected or being, you know what I'm saying, shunned away by different people, that they just feel like, oh, this motherfucker ain't gonna fuck with me anyway. Like, you know, in the back of their mind, they subconsciously telling themselves that they can't sit at your table, that they can't rock with you. So I'm already just gonna, you know what I'm saying, put him on the back burner because I can't really, you know, I can't associate with this person. Because those same people, if you actually extend the hand to those people, they'd be right there like, oh,
Take
okay,
it.
like, oh, I could be in this place, you know what I'm saying? Until they obviously, once again, see you as a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just that type of person, you're gonna always be that. You're gonna always kind of, you know, find a way to see me as a challenge or see me as competition and be like, damn, all right, I need to be doing better than him, or I need to, you know, I need that spotlight that this person getting and stuff like that. But it's a fact, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you could be learning from a person, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been times that I walk into a room and, you know what I'm saying, I can feel certain energies and I could just feel that some people just automatically made their mind up about me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they heard something about me.
And never even met me.
Or never.
You never even met me, but I can already tell just by being in the room with you, like, it's gossip about me. You done heard something about me because
you done heard something, or you just simply made a decision off of, you know what I'm saying, pure instinct, just like, oh, you know what I'm saying, I just don't like what he got on, or I don't like the energy he getting, the attention he getting, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people just be like that. So just as you said, when we would start the interview, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, you said it was something about my aura, and I appreciate that, but it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? My mom's always said that, and I had really 3 incidents where, or 3 occasions where 3 preachers said something like that. You know what I'm saying? My mama always said that, like, growing up, she'd be like, man, you got to call in on your life. You know, the preachers always said that, boy. They always said that, because I fell asleep one time in church. Rest in peace to Pastor Alexis Thomas, you know, at Pilgrim Rest. I fell asleep at church, you know, Pilgrim Rest, big old church, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, you know, he was just going on, you know, speaking a word, whatever, and he just happened to see me up on the balcony. He said whatever he said, I was asleep, whatever. And, like, you know, my mama hit me like, get up, you know what I'm saying? And then he was just like, in front of the whole church, he was like, it's something about that young man. He was like, that boy got a calling on his life. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And so I just, from that point on, I was just like, okay. And so when I walk into a room, something just make me kind of like try to, you know, feel the energies of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the type of person I am. If I walk in, I'm looking around, and it's almost like a sixth sense for me, bro. Like, I can kind of feel where it's love at. I you know, I know who I could walk up on. Hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying?
And it goes back to, like my pastor say, because you in the light, so you can see things better. Like he talked about, like he said, you ever been growing up and you in the dark and your brother's scared and they think it's somebody in the closet, but you cut the lights on and you see it was just a, you know what I mean? It was just some clothes on the hanger, but he was using that in reference to, you know, when you in the dark, you can't see. You feel me? You can't see fake people, that energy, this and that, versus when you in the light, I can see everything clearly. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So that's real, bro.
Bro, you got a crazy memory. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You be pulling up sayings from, like,
I do, bro.
Point with those, you know what I mean? Like,
my homies always told me that, like, even with the quotes, like the Nipsey, everything, like, I can really tell you everything about something about life, bro.
Man, I lost all of that when I was probably about 20, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I used to be off the top of the noggin like that,
But just going back to what you said, PJ, bro, and like that's why I feel like, you know, not anyone can just come sit on here. Cause like I said, I want special people to really, you know what I'm saying? Like I know, like God called, because like I say, like you can just tell, bro. Like, and it's like they say in the Bible, like, you know, they should be able to see him in you. You feel me? And I think that's why it is so many people gravitate towards you. You feel me? Because that's why I said, like, it's very rare you find a loving person who want to see everybody win. You winning and still want to see everybody win. That's rare, bro.
Yeah,
like you
bro,
say,
that's love,
people,
bro. I appreciate it.
people not pure no more. You feel me? It's once, like you say, they feel like they can't eat at the table with you, and like it's crazy. Like I said, bro, and like even with this business stuff, I'm like, when people think you're doing wrong or something, it's crazy how quick they are to do you wrong. Cause like you say, they feel like they can't eat at the table with you. You feel me? Like it's like your woman. If she feel like she not going with you, she gonna do you wrong, dog. You feel me? I'm just telling the truth,
That's a
dog.
fact.
Like
You hear
that's
me?
a fact.
That's
You
a
feel me?
fact.
So it's like, I'm like, man, you really talking, bro. You feel me?
But
'Cause-
that's a fact. Cause like, look,
Come on.
if you carrying a woman and like everything smooth, man, she'll make your life 10 times better. She right there locked
Come
in with
on,
you.
everything you need,
But
anything.
if she feel like she not gonna make it to that final destination with you,
Come on.
like what they say, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Oh my God. You hear me? They will tear your life up, bro. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, bro.
And I'd have had a few attempts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mugs done tried to end your boy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's another situation.
Right.
But at the same time, that's a fact. Like you really got to protect your energy, bro. You really got to protect your
You do, bro. And that's what, you know, like I go around people, like, you know, people I didn't do interview, and like you said, like you say my energy, like that's what I remember you by. And it's crazy because like you know, all my people around me can attest. That's what everybody say. Like, you know, even when I go out the country, my grandma like, you gonna get snatched up. You gonna be on the ID channel. Cause bro, everybody, the hotel worker, everybody, trail, you know, cause once again to, you know, like I was talking, you know, with my cousin Queese, and like he was saying, like, Trail, like your energy so pure, like you can't give it to everybody. You feel me? Like not everybody can be around you because you just so loving. You got such a, and I'm like, it's real. And like that's why I tell people, I think back to Nip. That's how he was. And that's what got him killed too, though. You feel me? Like that energy of just being so loving, going back to the hood, putting people on, giving, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like you be so loving too that like, I think it's true too. Like they say, love will get you killed. I think it's real too. You feel me? Because I'm like, man, I'm so pure. Like I be around. Sometimes I find myself around niggas I shouldn't even be around. I find myself trying to help niggas I shouldn't even try to help. But I'm like, God told me to love y'all. Cause a Trail don't want to love y'all. But I'm like,
what movie was that from, bro?
What?
Where he was like, show no love will get you killed.
man, I don't know.
I don't know either, man. But I remember right after this, you know what I'm saying, after the podcast. But no, hey, for real, Pop, bro, you gonna make it. Like I can feel it, bro. I can see it. Just as you said, like you really got a special energy, bro. Like you gonna do your thing. Like I remember when I ran into you know what I'm saying, because you related to my close partner, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I remember when I ran into you, when I come over there to go get a cut, I'm like, man, didn't I run into you at the, you know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, that's me. I'm
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? I see so many people. I done shook so many hands. Like, bro, I done spent 5 years in the military and things like that. Like, I done shook 1,000 hands a day type. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but it was like, I just knew it. Like, I was like, just like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I walked in, I was like, I met that cat over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already knew what time it was, even though I didn't even recognize your face and none of that. I was like, bro, you know what? You was like, yeah, that's me, bro. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gonna make it, bro. You know, the advice I would have for you, bro, is just, as I said, bro, plant your feet and just, if this is what you gonna do, bro, let this be it. You know what I'm saying? Go full throttle, 100 miles per hour, bro. Don't stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be like, don't let nobody tell you can't, whatever. It's kind of cliche advice, but at the same time, that's really real.
It's real.
You know what I'm saying? You've already told yourself this is what you got going on. I don't care if it take you 3 years to get I don't believe it's going to take that long, but I don't care if it take you 3 years to get an A-list celebrity interview, bro. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And that may not even be what you need, you know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of podcasters that's, you know, doing nice numbers, buzzing, and they making paper,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, doing what they doing. And, you know, that's their lane. I don't believe that's your lane. I believe you're going to be real big, bro. You might be syndicated, nationally syndicated. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So I would just say keep doing your thing, bro.
Man, that mean the world to me, bro. And it's crazy to hear because, like I say, bro, that's the vision, bro. And that's real, bro, P. Man, P, it's been a great one, bro. For real, bro, man. I really appreciate you, man. And that's why I say I always love bringing people on because, like, you kind of never know what to expect, right? Like, because, you know, the homies be like, they be like, oh, he got the light there. Oh, they got the setup. Oh no, that's
Hey,
real. Like no, they take this.
No, this professional, bro.
So,
like
you know.
I down there thought I was on Ellen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He got the champagne in the fridge. He got the lighting going on, the nice camera. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the producer and everything.
Shout out to Voss, bro, for real, man. He make it happen, bro. You feel me? So
this sound nice as studio quality, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was like, okay, they got the expensive setup, the condenser microphone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay.
Man, that's real, P. Man, before I let you go, bro, is there anybody you want to shout out, man? Maybe even give a shout out to those who support you. Anybody?
I mean, you know, God, family.
Come on.
You know, just every customer who been rocking with me, who been supported, whether you bought something or whether you just, you know, click, you know, shouted me out. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You know, I don't like to get specific because everybody gonna be feeling
Right,
some type of way.
right, left out, right. I feel
if
that.
you support the movement, the brand, you know what I'm saying, whether you've been able to purchase or not, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody.
Man, that's real. And one thing before I let you go too, P, because, you know what I'm saying, and we're ending at this, bro, is like one thing I respect the most about you, bro, is how you is with that little girl, man. You feel me? Like that's you know what I mean? That's like the best gift, bro. You feel me?
Man,
So I'm like,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, the way P, you know what I'm saying, is with his daughter, man, I'm like, I love it, bro. You feel me? I already know that's daddy's girl right there. So come on, bro. So it's real, bro. So, man, I appreciate you, P, man. We're going to get up out of here, man. It was a great one, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Ooh, I can't